I had self-doubt. Some of these self-doubts were complexes that were imputed into me, sometimes from comments from my parents, sometimes comments from outsiders, sometimes comments from your age mates. But instead of them defining me, they refined me, they refired me to do well, to be like them, to be like my mates, if not better.
I say you cannot. I say why? I say because I'm Dr. Apoki.
I'm your friend Dr. Charles Apoki. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki.
I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I want to thank the leadership of the Church of God Mission International and the Men's Fellowship International for inviting me to come and speak to them during the Empowered Men's Fellowship International Convention. God bless you all and keep you. Keep our Archbishop and all the ministers in Jesus' name. The journey was very hectic because the internal roads in Nigeria are in very deplorable states, extremely deplorable states. And God just helped us to go and come back safely. I had to rest. I just want to do a video. Usually I don't know what I will say the next morning. It's when I sleep, when I wake up, I have an inspiration, I share with you. I want to let you know why I do what I am doing and use the approach I've been using. Number one, I want to encourage somebody who is listening to me, who might come from my background and have the kind of defects that I have, the kind of challenges I have faced. That's the reason I am very open, very sincere and authentic to the best of my abilities. There are very few things you don't know about me. Do I feel threatened? No, I have nothing to lose. Do I feel at risk? No. Do I feel less than any other person who is different or... No. I had a covenant with God sometime around 1998 to the year 2000 that if he could teach me how to become rich, become successful, I would teach 1 million Africans. So it's a covenant I had with God. That's why I'm doing what I am doing. It's just a byproduct that will earn revenue from being on social media. I would have been on social media when Facebook was not monetized, and we were still teaching the things we are teaching now. Number one, I come from an unusually poor background. I was the first graduate. I was the first immediate member of my family to buy a car, to build the first, when I mean my siblings, children from my father and my mother's loins. My eldest son was the first person to go to Europe. However, I was the first person to go outside this country. But today, I am known all over the world. It's not, when I state these obvious facts, I'm not boasting. I am known all over the world. So you can come from any background. That should not back you on the ground. You can lift yourself. You can crawl out of the pit, come up to the surface and run with your generation. They can be ahead of you, but you will meet up. You will meet up. Number two, I had self-doubt. Self-doubt. Some of these self-doubts were complexes that were imputed into me, sometimes from comments from my parents, sometimes comments from outsiders, sometimes comments from your age mates. I had complexes when you know you left a mud house to the university or to secondary school and you are interacting with children from elite homes whose parents are living overseas or Victoria Island or Port Harcourt and whatever. Sometimes a complex comes in when you school with mates in higher school, when I mean higher school, HSC, driving Mercedes-Benz cars, and your father is managing a bicycle. Sometimes you can question why you are where you are. But instead of them defining me, they refined me. They refired me to do well, to be like them, to be like my mates, if not better. Have this shyness.
From the heart of northern Nigeria, Anda Global brings you nature's finest organic foods. Boost your immunity with our ginger, garlic, and turmeric powders. Enjoy the unique, smoky flavors of our dried catfish and rabbit. Elevate your meals and health with nutrient-rich sesame seeds. All our products are NAFDAC approved. Visit andaglobalfoods.com or call or WhatsApp at +234 9033 250 969 +234 8151 828766 to place your order. Taste the difference of true organic quality.
Extremely shy. I am never comfortable in a public place, never. To put me in a public space is the most grueling punishment that I can go through. I'm alone in this house. There is nothing I enjoy more than being alone. I enjoy this reclusive lifestyle. And so to come out to the open and start speaking, it took a lot of courage and pulled by my desire to be a global citizen, pulled by my desire for my voice to be heard, pulled by my desire from some encouragements that my father gave to me. So you can be shy there, but just start, take a step, speak to the person, speak in the public. You might fumble the first few times, but eventually you will do well. There was one member of parliament in the UK, I think it's Lord Sheridan, I can't remember his name. He tried to speak, his first speech was rubbish. As he sat down in humiliation, he shouted within himself, it is in me, and it will come out. I suffered a lot of criticism, bad comments. In fact, the first thing is that when somebody sees me, is to underestimate me, is to ignore me. But I never ignored myself. I never ignored my vision. And you are there just like me. You're not very tall. You're not very handsome. You are not exceptional. But there's something in you that is unique. Tell yourself it is in me and it will come out. I want somebody to write in the comment below, it is in me and it will come out. And I say amen to that. I've never had enough resources in my life. Never. I remember the box I carried to secondary school. I can still see it. I remember I couldn't buy provisions. Maybe bought 4 tins of milk. Carried gari along and 1 pack of cabin biscuits. I remember the red check, like the cowboy dresses that Americans wear. That was the dress I had to go to school with. I don't know if I bought it second hand along McCliver Road at Warri from the Igbo second-hand clothes traders. I can still see the shop just before the bridge at Bowen Avenue. Bowen Avenue, yes. So I remember the kind of parents I had. I left a mud house. We were driving past College of Education, Warri, yesterday, and I was telling my lawyer, I caught firewood here. I peeled the skin of the leaves of palm fronds to be able to dry fish that I bought with my school fees to multiply the money. I remember, and I drove past that place yesterday. I remember that I caught firewood there. As we were driving through Ayo Richard Jaffor's church towards Ajamimoga, I told him that I used to hawk pap akamu in the morning through that area. I showed him the path I used to follow to go back to school, to go to school. Then we'll resume school in the afternoon. I remember Deacon Apio of Oginibo of the First Baptist Church when I couldn't pay school fees, buy basic things in primary school. He carried me to my father and told my father, this boy says he wants to be a medical doctor. If it is to sell yourself and train him. I will never forget Deacon Apio and his white superb bicycle. I don't know the kind of background you come from. I don't know the lack you are passing through. God will see you through if he saw me through. I remember how several girls rejected me and my wife accepted me. And I'm happy that she did. And I'm happy that she's benefiting from the marriage relationship. Both financial orgasm and other kinds of orgasms. I'm so happy to be of value to her life. I remember that the day we got married, it was her wrapper that we tied as curtain. I also suspect that it was her wrapper that we placed on the floor or a mat, and we slept that day on the floor. I don't know what you're passing through. God is able to see you through. There are so many rooms in this house. We have buildings. I remember we got a bar with 2 naira 50 kobo, number 24 Okbolumobo Road, owned by one Chief Carlo. No, we got to, yes, Okbolumobo Road. I remember the bed was a 6-spring bed. My wife would sleep on the bed. I would sleep on the floor because she was pregnant. I remember how I used to go from clinic to clinic to do private practice to get money to take care of a wife, a son, 2 parents, aged parents at home. The salary was 200 naira allowance as NYSC. And God bless Dr. Wankwo that approved an extra amount of money to be paid to me. I remember how I bought the first car, IM49BN, Peugeot 504. I remember how I woke up at night to go and check whether it was still there by 2 a.m. But today there are cars. This God is faithful. I remember by the time I took a flight, it was only by the time I took my first flight, no member of my family had taken a flight. But we are here. We are here. All kinds of things we did. I was just discussing with my wife. All kinds of things we did to be able to feed family, to train children. But we are here. We are here. We are not yet there, but we are here. So I tried to prove to you that you can be from an unusual background or an abnormal background and become extraordinary. Everything I have attained by the grace of God is through resourcefulness and just daring to attempt them, to be consistent, to be aggressive, to dare to think differently, to dare to walk alone. Maybe I'm sounding like a cracked CD player, but I know somebody needs this encouragement. I am most amazed when people say I am intelligent. I got to FGC Warri not knowing much. By sheer determination, desire, I read and read and read. And I got knowledge. I am not a brilliant person. I have to read something over and over and over and over again for me to understand it. If not, I won't understand it, I won't remember. When I discuss with somebody, I always want the person to explain something over and over before I understand it. I don't know whether you can see this. This is my handwriting. I only write with capital letters because my handwriting is so bad that when I write with small letters, even me, I can't read what I have written. But I've written several books. I know I don't speak English well, but people listen to me. I know I'm a black man. I know I'm a Nigerian. I know I'm from a minority tribe. I know I live in a small town called Ughelli. But I am not small. I refuse to accept being small. I refuse to stop to be categorized by my circumstances. I did not allow the circumstances of my life become the circumference of my destiny. I want you to be encouraged by this video. To tell yourself, it is in me and it will come out. And as you listen to this video, I want you to scream it. It is in me and it will come out. And I will get there. Please be encouraged. There are times I had self-doubt. There are times I have mood swings. I have a period of ecstasy. Then the reality of the circumstances surrounding me come. Then I have a depression. And then I go up again. It happens to every person. It's not every smile that reflects joy. Some smiles, you laugh at the circumstances that want to depress you and tell them, it is in me, it will come out. I don't dare to conform to your expectations, but I dare to reach the point, the mark of higher calling that God has set for me. I have character flaws, very bad character flaws, but God has helped me. His grace has helped me, has mitigated those flaws, ameliorated my flaws, and His grace has lifted me beyond my inadequacies. His grace is sufficient for you. I want us to reach the 100,000 subscriber mark before the end of July. So please, if you are among the 60% of those who benefit from these videos that have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. Let's achieve that landmark of 100,000 people this July, and then we pursue the 1 million subscriber mark in the next 3 years. We should be there. 1 million subscriber mark. We can get there before the 1 million subscriber mark. And please, I want to share with you the secrets of attaining globalization. It's so easy in this dispensation. Secret of attaining globalization, making global impact through purposeful living, and then attaining financial independence. Send a message to +234 70 52 13 67 63. I will send you the flyer to register. It is currently 10,000 naira. At the end of July, it will be 15,000 naira because the seminar is on the 2nd and on the 3rd, the webinar, 2nd and 3rd of August, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. I have properties for sale and I have lots of books for sale. You can send them through courier, DHL or UPS to wherever you are. Remain blessed, be encouraged. It is in you. It is in you. I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. If this video blessed you, share it to as many people as possible on as many platforms as possible. God bless you. I'm the area grandfather.